Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? Welcome back. It has been a week. And guess what? We put on makeup. It's a whole thing. Can you believe it? It's been a while. For once, it's not disgusting warm, and we've both managed to semi function. Where's
Yeah.
our medal?
I don't know. I did this like in an hour when Teresa was like, "Oh, I did makeup," because I was kind of hoping she wouldn't. But
Yeah, I
I was
thought I
like,
wouldn't because I had my first day back at work, and yet this, but not done well. But there you go. Anyways, I have a whole chunk of people to thank for tagging me and stuff because you guys are awesome. So a big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Beth, Gillian, Miss Charlie, Trendstopia, Makeup Release Radar, Tia, Mrs. Sue, Claire, Amber, Ilya, Lisa, Tina, Rhea, Jasmine, Alexis, Brogan, Missy, Yasmin, Shalina, JW, Emily, Chrissy, Katrina, Wilma, Fingerdo, Rebecca, Amy, Shanna, Danny, Cecily, Heather, Flick, Katie, and Gina. A big thank you to all of you. And as always, a big thank you to my Patreons. I thank you every week, but you know, I love you in a nice way. And we do have a theme, and the theme with me being really like sassy, because if you've been watching anything to do with makeup this week, you'll notice that BH Cosmetics is back. So we will talk about that. But the theme this week is new and improved. Meow. So yeah, it's all about like taking old looks and improving on them or doing whatever you think. So anyways, this is what we did with time constraints.
I was gonna like go because I want to do blue hair next. I was gonna go like blue eyebrows, blue lips, and blue everything. And then I was like, I wanted to nap a little longer.
It's really unusual for Tia to
Really
want to nap,
unusual.
but there you go. Yeah, anyways, we have looks. Go and have a little gawk at them. But we have a whole chunk of stuff to talk about this week, so we're going to get straight on into it. This is Daughter Earth Official, and this is their purple blush with Java Plum and Vitamin E. It's available for $12.21. I gotta say, I like this. It's different. I'm into weird looking blushes these days, and I like that they've kind of shown it on a few different skin tones. They say space kissed and otherworldly purple blush, creamy plant powered formula that blends effortlessly. So I'm assuming it's somewhat creamy.
Because on the skin, like on some it looks more matte, and
Yeah.
on some it looks like more creamy. So, but it's like a pretty color. I don't think, I'm not sure, could I pull this off? Because I feel like purple blush looks way better on darker skin tones.
Yeah, well, they
Like
even said
on,
in the caption that it was specifically formulated for Indian skin tones to help with like the yellow undertones and stuff. And I'm like,
yeah,
this is really clever. I like that that's quite an inclusive
yeah.
idea.
Because I feel like sometimes, like I've tried to use like I don't have in purple blush, but like an eyeshadow, purple eyeshadow as a blush. I just feel like on my skin tones it can like look a little bruise, like
Yeah, it
bruise,
does
like
kind of depend as to what
it
your
can
undertone
look like
is.
someone punched me in the face, not in a good way, you know.
Is there a good way?
I don't, I don't know. Maybe there is. You know, when you like do those punch me in the face purples on eye, like this really they can look good.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, no, I get it. Because, like, obviously, I'm as pale as you are. So we have similar concerns in terms of like what's
yeah.
going to look good. But I'm still like, I kind of like this. And when I saw this, the first thing I thought of was Jane. Because Jane has been going for purples and stuff lately. And I know
Yeah.
she got like a couple of Revolution blushes that were purple.
Yeah.
I just thought this is so her kind of thing. And it's quite
Yeah.
affordable.
And it looks kind of like wearable though. Like
Mm,
you can really blend it out, but then you can like build it up even more and it looks really pretty on the pictures that
it
they
really
share.
does.
I feel
Yeah.
like I would want them to go even over, but like do a really, really, really blushy look with this. Like one, because there's couple of one of them you can't really see it really, but I like it. It's like wearable, but I would have liked to see like a super like
Go
in your
ham on it. Yeah.
yeah
Oh, I agree. I'd love to see that. Like I love seeing blushes these days. Like I've gone a little bit obsessive about blushes. I've a lot of
yeah.
blushes coming my way these days, and I'm finding it harder to
Blush
say
is
no.
just everything. Can you tell? I've like put blush all over my face. Not that I was trying to camouflage some like black eyeshadow fallout. No.
No
But honestly,
conspiracy
I would
theories
wear this
here.
much blush anyway. So
Yeah, to be
I
fair.
like the package, and I feel like the green and the purple, like it's really pretty.
The
Like,
packaging gives me old school lime crime vibes.
yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like this.
I agree. 10 out of 10. I think it looks fantastic. And for the price point, bloody
Yeah,
go.
it's really affordable.
It really is. I like it. And it seems a lot of you guys are thinking the exact same thing because 53% of you said love it. This is Laura Mercier and this is their Wildflower eyeshadow palette. I don't know what wildflowers they've seen, but wildflowers that I see here in Ireland are like blues and purples and fuchsias and oranges. And we don't have an exotic climate, so I don't know what wildflowers they're looking at. But this has 12 shades. There's mattes, there's satins, and there's shimmers, and it's $55. I'm going to say it, $55 for what is basic sort of formulas. Meh. Never mind about how it's, well, no, I'm going to say it. It's Caucasus. It's for the palest of pales. Like, even like the imaging that they've kind of given shows it as being really, really pale, but then in other lighting, it doesn't look as pale, but it's still, it's going to be so ashy on so.
And I feel like 6 shades are like so white. Like they're just like a creamy shade with a different undertone. I feel like it was not necessary to have that many of that light shades in that palette. And also I feel like they had all of the shades are kind of like mauvey brownish. And I don't know, I don't like this. I feel like how would I don't know. I just feel like we've done this before. We've seen this before. Like, is this like, is there people, anyone who gets like excited about this? Like, I wonder.
I
Like,
wonder that too because, like, $55 though, $55. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Think about it. You could get like for an extra $5, get yourself a Natasha Denona. It'll have a couple of like triochrome sort of formulas in there, some interesting kind of colors versus this. Hell, go to Beauty Bay and get yourself a brights palette. Get yourself the neutral palette and save yourself a chunk of change.
Yeah, this is a big no for me.
Yeah.
It's just boring AF.
Honestly, it's straight from 2008. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't think of Laura Mercier as doing eyeshadows. You know, they're not, like, I think of them for like base products. That's it.
Yeah. I'm not like, I never hear about their eyeshadows.
Yeah.
To be honest, all the things I've heard about them is their loose powder, foundation, and concealer. Those are 3 products that I've heard anyone ever talk about and like raving about, or like, you know.
Honestly, that's I think what's keeping them afloat because it's not this nonsense.
Yeah,
like,
definitely not this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of us are just not into it. And my God, did you really go for it in the poll?
Yeah.
I put it to you guys, 3% of you loved it. 3%.
I think this must be our like highest ever.
Yeah, of dislike.
Or up there, really like up there with that.
Definitely. Top 10.
I think, can't remember the last time.
Fenty ketchup.
What was?
The Fenty ketchup thing. That was.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was also like, we don't, I've already raised it.
Yeah, to be fair.
In my mind.
That doesn't count. As I said at the beginning of the episode, BH Cosmetics is back, but as you guys may remember, BH Cosmetics kind of went into receivership and they were actually bought up by Revolution. So they were stopped from going into complete solvency as a result. But this is their new travel series. So it comes with 5 eye quads. They're $7 each. There's a face palette called Cabo for $8, which is kind of funny because when you're looking at them all together, you're like, they all look almost the same size. The pans aren't that much bigger in the face palette versus the eyeshadow palette, and they also have like a brush set as well. You know me, you know my feelings. I'm not going to say that I dragged it on TikTok and Instagram, but I was like, what is this? What are you doing? And I'm going to show you some of the messages that I got under my videos from Revolution saying, hi, these products were designed and made by Team BH brand before their unfortunate financial difficulties. The formulas are the same. This is the same for Nude Ego, which, by the way, I'm sorry, we're going to talk about that next. Revolution Group have rescued the brand from the financial administration. How noble of you. Revolution Group will retain the spirit, passion, and team and the amazing formulas created by BH. We will also be looking to use BH formulas in Revolution brands too. Hope that helps to clarify all and is great news to all fans, both old and new. And then they DM'd me and said, hi, the BH launches are the same formula and already designed by the BH team. We've saved the brand and the team and will protect it. The formulas are the same. We will also be using the formula technology in Revolution brands. Thanks. So much conspiracy and misinformation. Which
like why wouldn't they just leave it at that? Why like
keep
no,
coming.
I don't even understand why they need to like send you millions of messages.
Yeah,
Like,
because there was
come on,
another
you're
one.
just
There was another one. The lovely Manuela had put a comment underneath one of the videos saying, I love this brand and now it's gone. And I said, exactly, they've ruined it. And then Team Revolution came in and said, this is not the case. Heart, woot, woot. And I'm just
why
like,
are they like why are they so concerned about your opinion? Like, if it's the same exact formulas, if it's the same, you know, everything, why are you so concerned?
yeah, I will say,
Like,
I'm
you're
just
just
I'm just a beauty enthusiast. I don't do this isn't my living. I am a psychologist. I am a lecturer. That's what I do. This is for fun. Like, take my opinions with a pinch of salt. It's all a good crack, right? But I thought it was really funny. But I will say, and I know quite a few of you guys have probably watched Heather Austin's video because she's a big BH Cosmetics fan, and she like did a look with it, and you can see the formulas do not look the same. So I don't know if it's a case of what Revolution are saying is we're using the same formula, or is it that BH really started to go downhill towards the end before it all went. So it's all very confusing, but
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I felt you guys needed to know that. Back to this particular whatever it is. But like I said, there's 5 quads, there's the face quad, and then the obligatory brush set, because you know it's BH Cosmetics when there's a brush set involved. I will say that the little palettes that are the most interesting to me are probably Mykonos and Iceland. Other than that, not really.
Like, Iceland is the only one I'm like, okay, that's nice. Like, why is Miami so
ugly?
Yeah, and also Malibu.
Oh, terrible. Like, what could you do with those? God bless Heather Austin. She did her best and she did a beautiful look at the end of the day, but she had to use like a couple of the palettes together to get something relatively cohesive. And if the whole point of a travel palette is to condense what you're bringing,
Yeah,
you're bringing about 50 different why?
Yeah, I feel like I could do a look maybe with Iceland, but all the others I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a big fan of really small eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I need at least like a good 9-pan palette to like, you know, really get like the colors that I need. But I've always been the person who likes to like blend with multiple colors. I know everyone's not like that. Some people just blend like 2 colors or 1 color and there's like crease and that's done. So maybe for those type of persons, I don't know. I like the brush set and I do like BH brushes. I've had a couple of their brush sets for like ages and they're amazing. And like they wash well, they like amazing quality. So I have nothing against it.
Totally agree. I love their brushes. But yeah, it's just really weird just seeing what's happening now.
Yeah, I feel like if they wouldn't like jumped on this like so defensive, you know, it kind of leaves me bad taste in my mouth when they're like so defensive. It's making me like start to think like, we'll see. I guess we'll see. You know what I'm excited about? If they're really gonna get like BH eyeshadow formula on Revolution. That might be great, like to elevate a bit there. Like, you know, I don't feel like Revolution eyeshadows, for me at least, they're not it.
No,
So if
they're
they
too
can get,
inconsistent.
yeah. So if they can get a bit more like better formulas, that's great. But I guess we'll see in the future. We won't know now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm all for affordable brands. People need them really, particularly now. So if it works out, great. You know, when I put it to you guys, 13% of you loved it, 54% said not for me, and 33% said I like some of it. And then they came again, which really made that sounds bad. They came out with more stuff again, which
What?
I know, which makes me kind of go, oh, Revolution is strong and new. This is the Nude Ego collection, and there's a 24 pan eyeshadow palette for $20, 2 blush quads, they are $10 each, 2 face palettes, again light and medium, they're $12 each, and then there's 4 different 6 pan eyeshadow palettes and they are $9 each. I will say with the little 6 pan palettes, when you look at them, there's something about them that kind of reminds me ever so slightly of Nabla, of their little cutie palette.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm reaching, but like, you know, the cutie.
You know what? Why wouldn't they just come out with this collection? Like, I feel like this is better. It's not great, but I feel like you got more depth in this. I really like the 6 pan cream palette. I feel like it's really pretty. I really like the mauve one. Is like pretty, not my style, but pretty. And the blush palettes look nice. At least I like more of this than the previous one.
Yeah. I still feel though like this launch also needs to be edited down.
Yeah, the big palette, get rid of that. We don't need.
Yeah.
I feel like with the like face palette, the bronzery ones, I feel like it's kind of weird colors.
I thought that too. Like I was like, who is this for?
Like I thought they were eyeshadows
Yeah.
that's why I was like so confused.
Yeah.
But like I feel like they could have like edited this out a lot.
I agree. Like even on the face palette, like one of them, the one on the left, there's 2 shades there that look exactly the same as each other.
Yeah, they could have edited this a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has potential. Let's be real. Every kind of company does like a neutral sort of a collection. And if you know me, I never really say no to blushes. I enjoy them. And I think the blushes are probably the slightly more interesting.
Yeah, I kind of like the mauve blush palette. Like it's different. I'm not hating on that.
Same.
And I don't hate the other one too.
It's just
Potential, let's say that. But they could have just, you know, think about it a bit more.
Yeah, I'll be interested because obviously I looked at the video about the travel series. I want to see what somebody does with some of these, like particularly like the 6 pan palettes, like the purple. I want to see.
I wonder
has
now that BH is kind of like Revolution owned, or is it like they're owned, or would they just helping them?
They're
they're
like we rescued them, and it's like no, but you bought them. Like this.
Yeah, like do you own them? Is it like under Revolution umbrella now? And if it is, are we gonna get BH under the Revolution sites? You know.
Well, at the moment it isn't on the Revolution site, and you couldn't, if you go onto the BH Cosmetics site, that's where you can find these. So they do seem to be kind of operating independently at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's very confusing, to say the least.
To be fair, that's kind of where we've been heading the last couple of years, just sheer confusion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Right on track. Thanks, lads. Yeah, it's not really for me. Like I won't be picking any of that up. But it is what it is. When I put it to you guys, 9% of you loved it, 56% said not for me, and 35% of you said I like some of it. I said in my TikTok this week that it's been forever since I've seen a highlighter palette, and then This came out and
Highlighter palette. Highlighter palette.
honestly,
Highlighter
I'm
palette.
like, what's going on? It's like somebody heard me. This is from Bella Beauty Bar, and this is, by the way, an indie brand, and this is their Oracle highlighter palette. It's £6, and it comes with multi and duochromes, and it is $59. And I think this is kind of shown quite nicely in the pictures, in that if you look
Yeah.
at them in the pan, you kind of go, oh, okay, grand. But the swatches,
Why
oh,
is it so beautiful?
very upsetting, isn't it?
Like so stunning. Like, oh, I'm obsessed with blue highlighters at the moment. I feel like they suit my skin tone so well. Like it makes me look like I have glass skin. Today I have gold highlighter on, but that shade called the Star, also the Magician,
Yeah.
and the High Priestess. Those three are the ones that I'm like,
I'd wear them all. I like them
I
all.
wear them all, but like those three are the ones that got my eye the most. But yeah, I like I would wear every single shade.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
not the like really yellowy orangey one. I don't know. Like sometimes really gold highlighters don't look good on my skin because I'm so cool toned. But that as an eyeshadow, as like you could wear these so many different ways.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
really I like the packaging. It get like the 6 pan, like the setup, like open, not the packaging itself, but where it's laid down. It gives me kind of BH Cosmetics. You guys, you remember those highlighter palettes they had used to that? Like, but that's like a pretty popular layout, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I
I
think
really
this is
like
done well.
this.
Yeah.
$59. I'm not sure. Well, yeah. If they have like they're all like kind of two-toned multichrome, so maybe you can kind of
Yeah.
understand.
I mean,
Like,
I have the Danessa Myricks palette that I got for $85, and there's maybe an extra 2 shades in there.
yeah,
So for an indie brand, I actually think this isn't bad. And the
it's
pan
not
sizes do
too
look
bad.
pretty good. Like they look quite big.
Oh yeah, and you can have like there's discount codes, so you could probably get it a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. So I like this a lot. I think this is
Is
really,
this
really
an
beautiful.
US?
It is, yeah.
Of course it is.
We can't have nice things over here.
Yeah.
I will say though, I got their Poison Garden palette. The lovely Wilma sent it on to me, and I tried it, and I have a video on it from ages ago. I really, really liked their formula. Like I thought it was a really good palette. So just going on that, obviously I haven't tried any of their face products, but I'm like, I feel a bit more confident in kind of going, if you like that, you'll probably have a good experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it.
I'm just like, some people are like this, I'm getting over highlighter, and I'm like, what? Like highlighter is like blush and highlighter are my like favorite parts, and like face makeup.
Like I cannot fathom not being interested in highlighter.
Yeah. Like how dare you not like highlight?
Very confusing. I think this is fabulous. I think it's really interesting. When I put it to you guys, 68% of you loved it and 32% of you said not for me.
That's quite high for
It
like
is, isn't it?
colorful highlighters, because I know there's a lot of who doesn't like colorful highlighter on their face. So that's actually pretty high.
Really high.
percentage, I think.
Yeah, I thought that too. Then we have Flower Nose Beauty, and I spoke about them on my TikTok, and I mistakenly said that they had the aesthetic of Korean beauty, and I got absolutely mauled over that because it's a Chinese brand. But this is Flower Nose, and this is their Strawberry Rococo collection, and there is a whole chunk of things in it. Now, personally, I think it's all overpriced. You're paying for the packaging, but that's just
Yeah.
me. The cheapest thing that that you can get is the stippling brushes. They're $13.50 each. By the way, they're all like currently on sale for like 10% off or something. Then there's the hand mirrors. They're $22.50 each. The lip creams, which are kind of a bit like the Kaleidos ones, you know, they give you that blurred sort of effect. There are 9 shades, and it does kind of annoy me that they only have like 3 different types of packaging, but there's 9 shades, and I'm like, how do I differentiate? That's a bit annoying. They're $18 each. Then there's 5 shades of blushes, which personally I think are just too pale, and they aren't going to turn up on an awful lot of people.
They're so pale.
Very pale. Like, I don't even know if they'd show up
Like
on
some
me.
of those wouldn't even possibly show on our skin. Like even on the swatches.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's not going to suit a lot of people. They're $23.40 each, and I'm kind of like, I'd want something with a lot of pigment if I'm paying that much. And then there's 5 styles of eyeshadow palette, and they're $31.50 each. So they're very like minimalistic, kind of one and done kind of eyeshadow palettes. I will say, fucking pan shade drive me insane.
Why are there so many different ones? Why is every single one a different shade?
I hate it.
That gives me such an anxiety.
I genuinely, I don't get it. Like, I get the whole colors of the eyeshadow palettes and how they all kind of come together for the theme, which is strawberry rococo, and that does make sense. It all makes sense as a collection when you see it all together. It's like, yeah, okay, this makes sense. It's not my aesthetic, but that's, I mean, not everything can be. Again, like I said, the thing that annoys me the most is probably the lip creams and the packaging on that I can't see what they are until you opened them or looked at the bottom.
Oh
yeah. I will say though, beautiful, like some really nice shades. I'm more interested in like the red toned ones.
Oh yeah, they look really
ones.
pretty.
Yeah.
Also the nudie ones look really nice.
Yeah.
I feel like would they need so many shades?
I agree.
Like,
it could have
they
gone
would
down
have
to 6.
like gone for like 3 shades, because all of those, like all of the Moby ones are pretty similar, so you could probably just shear out the darkest one, like to make it look almost exactly the same as the 2 lightest one.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they would have come out with 3 shades, it would have been like maybe a bit.
Yeah, max 6, you know?
Yeah.
But 9, I think, was a bit kind of overkill on that. And again, like I said, the packaging does kind of drive me a little bit nuts. But I mean,
feel like the person who's gonna buy these is like the one who's gonna like display them on their like makeup counter, because the packaging like is really beautiful.
Oh yeah,
it's not my style. It's not for me, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. For this, like, it is really expensive, in my opinion, for what it is. And I think primarily what you're paying for is that aesthetic and to have something nice looking on your vanity. Personally, I'm not paying for packaging. I'm paying for a product. That's me.
Same.
I'm a bit old school.
Same. Like, I would rather have just basic packaging, like a killer product, and pay less for it than have like a super like over the top beautiful packaging and then pay more of it, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's fine. It's not our aesthetic. Neither of us are going to go out and purchase this anytime soon. Like,
I feel like this is more for the market of like there.
Yeah.
And what kind of makeup styles they do there. I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, it is very in line with Chinese beauty standards and their sort of aesthetic. But I do think that whole aesthetic is creeping more into Western culture as well. So I think
definitely.
Yeah, I think it'll do well. It's just not our thing. And that's fine. When I put it to you guys, 25% of you loved it, 48% said not for me, and 26% said I like some of it. Guys, we have Tarte. I'm as surprised as you are. I thought they were gone, but they're still here. I gotta say, if this was anyone else, I'd be like, oh, this is just such a boring palette. But you know what? For Tarte, this is innovative. This is different. different for them. You know, they've kind of stepped somewhat outside of their comfort zone. And I know that Shanna messaged me and said that she had seen it in store and it looked better in person as well.
I feel like it's usually the case a lot with a lot of makeup products. I just on picture just to see them like that. I feel like in person so many times when I've like got a palette on my hands and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much more beautiful in real life.
Yeah, I will say though, and this is the same as what I said with Laura Mercier. This is a 24 pan palette, and there's 11 mattes, 9 shimmers, and 4 sheens. So it's not like we're looking at any sort of like different new innovative formulas, nothing wildly special, but it's $52. They do say it's like infused with Amazonian clay, which I'm like, grand.
Why would I want Amazonian clay on my eyeshadow? Is there some kind of benefit?
Well, they try and make out it's like a skincare thing, but I'm like, it can't do that much for you.
Like you use eye primers, you don't usually use, and eye primers are meant to make a barrier between your skin and the eyeshadow, so
There's a flaw in your logic here, Tarte, unless Tarte is like, don't use eye primer.
But you know what? It's not the worst they've ever come up with.
No.
And I feel like it's very like fall-esque. I like that there's a black, there's a white, or like almost whitish cream. I feel like if they could have added like a couple more like greeny tones there, because they're like, oh, a pop of green. But like, you know, if they would have added like switch some of those beigey, boring colors with a couple more greens.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been maybe, you know, a little bit more exciting. I feel like it's a good idea. And if they would have condensed it and like just edited a bit more.
I agree.
I feel like I would have liked it more. Like I don't feel like it's a bad palette. It's just not my style.
Yeah.
And I also hate those like pan pressed things, like those wobbly bits there. It looks. I feel like it. I feel like it makes it look like more even like, oh, we're trying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not for me, but I will say this is a good, I think, step for Tarte.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times they've been trying to push those pink toned palettes that show no sort of.
At least they're doing something new.
Yeah. So I'm like, do you know what? I'll give them credit for that. Like, it's not for me, but like, it's fine. Like, it's grand. Will I go out and buy it? No. If it was given to me, would I use it? Probably out of curiosity.
I probably would.
Yeah. But I wouldn't bother buying it. Like, even if it's on sale, it's not.
Like, I feel like I have these tones already.
Yeah. I agree. It's nothing innovative in general, but it is innovative for Tarte.
Yeah.
So, well done, lads. You're trying. I'm proud of you. When I put it to you guys, 15% of you loved it, 59% said not for me, and 26% said I like some of it. And that's right, lads. It's time for another highlighter palette because, my God, this is from Blend Bunny, and this is their Noctilucent palette. It's going to be $40, launching on Friday. So as you're watching, it's already available. It looks very, very pretty. I had a few people messaging me kind of saying that it reminded them of the ABH Moonchild to some extent, which I can see, like even the way it's kind of laid out. I think it looks beautiful. I feel a bit bad for them though, because obviously Bella Beauty Bar came out with theirs just a day or two beforehand. Yes, the Aurora palette. Yeah.
This is Aurora. Yeah. So it has similar tones, to be honest. Like it has the blue, it has the green.
And I know that she said in her Instagram post that it's the same sort of formulas as what we saw in the Dollhouse, because I use the Dollhouse palette quite a bit. There's like some.
I used it today as my highlighter. So they're very creamy. They're very like, you know, swipe a bit and then you have a lot of product in. But they're really pretty as an highlighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad actually.
Yeah,
I really
agree.
like I use a lot of the gold one from Dollhouse on my, like when I want like a gold but not too gold highlighter on my skin. They look really pretty.
They do.
And
do you know what? I'm glad to see Blend Bunny going outside of eyeshadows.
Yeah.
and doing another sort of a product, because you know, the last 4 launches have all been eyeshadow palettes, and now to kind of go and do something else, I'm like, yes, go you. So I'm hoping this is
Yeah.
like where she's going to start breaking out and
Breaking out
doing,
with me.
yeah,
I
like maybe
probably won't get this though, just because the shipping
yeah.
is really expensive there, like really expensive. So it's probably not something I would go and buy, because I would probably have to pay another like 20 to $30 just for shipping.
Yeah, and then taxes and customs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I had already bought the primal palette. If I hadn't bought the primal palette, which I
Yeah.
have done a video on, I just haven't edited it yet because
I like highlighter palettes,
yeah.
but I feel like I'm more in the singles now, because I have quite a few highlighter palettes, like not a lot, but I have some. I just never remember to use them.
I
It's
take
just,
them and put them into rotation.
yeah.
So every
It's
week
just,
I swap out like what's in my drawer for like
you know what I would have loved her doing? Come out with your palette, but then do these as singles too.
that. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she does that down the line as well, particularly say if there are people who have the palette and then they hit
Yeah.
pan. I think that would be a
Yeah.
really smart way of doing things.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna hold off for now just because finances
Yeah.
melting. Don't like it. I think it's really
Maybe
nice.
when she has like a sale or something.
Oh yeah, and I'll pick up more of the brushes because
Yeah.
I really like the brushes. I like it. I like seeing her kind of doing something a little bit different. When I put it
Yeah.
to you guys, 40% of you loved it, 36% said not for me, and 24% said I like some of it. And then, oh my God, fuck you, Danessa Myricks. Come at me with more things, right? I'm livid, and I mean this. I mean, I am livid that I got that Lightworks 3 palette because I broke and I bought it, and now I'm like, shit, that's a really fucking nice formula.
Now she wants this
Now
one
I
too.
do. I hate myself. I'm really angry. If I hadn't just broken and done that, but now I'm like, oh, but the colors are beautiful, and you know the formula is really nice.
$125.
I know, I know. That's what's
What?
getting me. Like,
Like it looks beautiful.
yeah, and they do have
All
like some
those
interesting sort
cute.
of formulas in there because they say that there's 8 velvet chromes. They're ultra chromatic, color shifting, velvety smooth powders. There's 2 pressed chrome flakes, so that's apparently their best selling infinite chrome flakes in a pressed cream. They're ultra metallic, multi-tonal formula. There's 2 glass metallics, so they're ultra reflective dazzlers with a glass like shine. And then there's 2 aqua chromes, so they're water activated, smudge proof, vivid duochrome pigment.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys know that my birthday's coming.
So fucking subtle.
Why are you doing this to us, Danessa?
Oh, that
Like,
green.
Danessa's brand is that one brand that I'm like, why are you so expensive? Because I want everything.
I know.
Like, I haven't tried even anything, but just like, I feel like she has such an interesting way of like becoming like new and very like, you know, like
Yeah, like I feel like she's always on trend.
yeah, I feel so too. And
Oh,
like, look at this, like that one green one.
yeah.
Oh,
That makes me want to cry.
and those blues, and just
Just
it's
all of it,
very
really.
pretty. Yeah, it's very beautiful.
It's so pretty. Like like I
So
said, I'm livid. I'm genuinely, I'm
yeah,
very angry. I wish
how dare you, Danessa, do this to Teresa?
I did. I love this. I think it's so pretty.
Yeah,
And there is a distinct possibility, and I hate myself for this. There is a distinct possibility that at some point, not now, but at
yeah.
some point in the future, I'm going to have some sort of a break, and I'll get this because I'm an
Is
idiot.
this the third one already she's
Fourth.
done
This is the
this?
4th.
But I feel like we just talk about the first one.
I know how time flies.
That's a bit like fast, you know. Give us some time to save some money.
I need to get myself like a rich partner and
Yeah.
be like, but I say this constantly, like I'm meant to be a woman of leisure. I'm meant to
Yeah.
just be swanning around the house and just flopping down on chaise longues, just being like, oh, this is so
Yeah.
difficult. So, oh, I hate that I love this as much as I do. Like genuinely, it's like it's upsetting for me.
Yeah.
God damn
I
you.
really love this. I have no negative things.
Yeah, bar the price.
Yeah, well, the price.
Yeah. When I put it to you guys, 51% of you loved it, 23% said not for me, and 25% said I like some of it. Then we have NYX, and this is kind of quite different for them. This is their SFX face and body paint. It is limited edition though. I don't love when they do limited edition stuff.
Yeah.
But they have all of these shades. They're $14 each, and then rather randomly, there's a star-studded face stamp for $9. I'm kind of like, I think
kind
this
of
is
want that star stamp.
yeah,
Like they're so hard to draw.
they really are.
And like you could just pop. That's nothing new. Like a lot of brands have done this.
Yeah, I know Milk.
Kind of interesting about the SFX, especially the matte white and black. If that's a good like formula.
Because they did say that you can use on the eye, face, and body for bold color blocking. So
Yeah.
that'd be great. I was thinking, like, you know, for anyone who's in the arts who does like drag, this could be
Yeah.
really spectacular. And like $14 each. Not awful.
It's not bad, but I would maybe rather just go for a couple euros more and just go for P. Louise.
Yeah. Although
I'm not sure. Depending on how. Like, I want to see some reviews.
Yeah.
Because the black and white one are the ones that I'm like, if those are good, they would be really good for like any kind of like eye or face work.
It pisses me off though that it's limited edition.
Yeah, and they're probably not even gonna release it to anywhere else than US.
Yeah.
Then
It might come to like Boots here.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
So maybe, or like Superdrug or something. I like obviously this makes sense because it's coming up to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it will kind of hit quite a few stores because of the whole Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Price point isn't bad, you know. I am intrigued, definitely.
Yeah.
I could be convinced to try the white one to see what that might be like as a white face.
Or like for a cut crease or something.
Yeah. Yeah, don't hate it. When I put it to you guys, 31% of you loved it, 41% said not for me, and 27% said I like some of it. This is pretty new information. This is Shroud Cosmetics, who, if you might remember, they did a collaboration with Betty Jean, aka Butte Bean or Batty Bean. That's her current Instagram handle. They did a collaboration with her about 2 years ago. There was some kind of controversy and stuff around that at the time because of like
the launch.
yeah. Now I got the palette at the time. It did take a while to get.
You got it like a year after.
Yeah, I didn't care. It was fine. It was a nice palette. But this is their second collab. I will say I really like seeing somebody going back to a brand that they've collabed with before. It is indicative that they had a good experience.
I'm a bit nervous though.
I think a lot of people are, considering the time that they had beforehand with trying to get their paws on this palette. So this one is coming out on the 6th, so that's pretty soon. It's gonna be $42, which is kind of expensive for a £9 palette. I will say I've looked at her YouTube video of it, and I've tried to capture stills of it, but it's almost impossible. But the shadows that are like shimmery, duochromy, they're really nice, but very difficult to capture. So the pictures I likely have on screen now aren't doing it justice. So I would recommend going and having a little gawk. If you are in any way interested in it, go and check out her YouTube channel for information on it. Apparently the It's Freaking Bats will also be restocking as well at the same time.
I feel like, this palette is very Halloween. Okay, we have the orange, we have the green, we have the purple. I just don't feel as a color story this makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Like
I see that.
like what, like I don't feel like there's that much to do with this.
Mm.
It's just, and could be just me because I just like bigger palettes. I like to have options. As I said earlier, I blend with quite a few colors. It could be just me, but I just feel like it's a bit like mismatchy. Like I'm struggling to think what to do with that color story.
Yeah, I get that. Like nothing immediately comes to me other than like doing like maybe one or two eyeshadow like as in two eyeshadow looks using
Yeah,
two eyeshadows. Um,
yeah,
it looks nice, like it does. But I think I'd have to reach into something else, like maybe the Natasha Denona
yeah. I
Chrome.
don't feel like it's a standalone
Yeah,
palette.
yeah. And I don't think it would work even that well with the It's Freaking Bats either. Like the color
Yeah, you
story.
kind of would have wished, if they're even coming back with it. Like, I know maybe she wanted to do something completely different, and that's understandable. But, something in me would have been like, loved if they would be like the perfect
Like companion palette.
companion palettes.
Yeah. I think that
I
would have been
can't
really nice.
can't really remember that. I really remember that I really liked the first one.
Yeah. It was
Like,
nice. I enjoyed it.
yeah. This is not like I like the package and like the aesthetic. Just the colors in it, it's something I just don't like.
Yeah. That's fair. I think it is nice. It's very, very Halloweeny. Like it is giving
Yeah.
me full spooky season, which
Yeah.
I'm here for. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get it, but I think it does look very, very nice. When I put it to you guys, 41% of you loved it, 41% said not for me, and then 18% said I like some of it. And then more autumnal stuff. This time it's from Essence, and this is their Pumpkins Pretty Please collection. So this is obviously a very affordable collection. They have their eyeshadow palette for €6.99. There's one matte lipstick for $2.49. There's a color changing lip oil, which is so like kitschy and gimmicky, for €2.49. A creamy shadow eyeliner for $2.99. There's smoothing lip patch for $2.29. Matte nail polishes, and they're €1.99. And they're going to launch soon in Europe. I mean, I think these make an awful lot of sense for autumn.
Well, I like the green nail polish.
Yeah.
How pretty is that?
Oh, it looks gorgeous. Very
Also, is that like a black eyeshadow creamy? Because if that's like nice, might be just pick that up.
yeah, I mean, and it's not expensive. So
Yeah. Well, Essence never is so. But their quality, like I'm not like that into their like eyeshadows. I feel like some of their like single eyeshadows or their like cream eyeshadows are really pretty. But I feel like where it's at is like some of their base products and lip
yeah,
products are the ones that they're like, to me, shine a bit more.
I agree. That being said, though, I can't really say that much about this collection. I think in general, it's actually not bad. The colors make an
Not
awful
bad.
lot of sense. I think that this is quite a versatile little palette for like an everyday autumnal look.
Yeah.
I like it. I'd be interested in checking it out and seeing what it's like.
Yeah, and to be honest, like a lot of like people who would buy that, I feel like are not the ones that are like maybe super into like, like super into makeup. Like I feel like to people who are just like starting to love makeup, that's a really affordable option. And also like teenagers, I feel like are a lot of their like like people who buy their stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
So I
it's
feel
totally
like
their
it's,
demographic. Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, like I think it all makes an awful lot of sense, and it is, I mean, very, very wearable. There's
Yeah.
nothing scary about it. It looks
Yeah.
nice, there's nothing bad about it. Like it's totally fine. And again, for the price, I don't mind it. I actually I actually think it's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I put it to you guys, 25% of you loved it, 44% said not for me, and 31% said I like some of it. That's not all from Essence because more has dropped, but it's a collaboration between Essence and Catrice. It's part of this like Disney villain collection. So the Essence side includes an Evil Queen, an Ursula, and a Scar palette. They're €10.99 each. There's blushes for Ursula and the Evil Queen for €4.99 each. There's a face serum for the Evil Queen and Ursula for €4.49 each. An Essence blender brush for Scar, €2.49. An Essence hand cream for Ursula and the Evil Queen, they're €2.59. The Queen face brush for €3.49. Ursula eyeshadow brush for €2.49. The I Love Extreme volume mascara for €2.79. The Electric Glow color changing lipstick for €2.99. There's a clay mask for €2.49 each. And then there's like some makeup tools and bag set, and that's €17.99. So that's the Essence stuff. But there's also the Catrice side of it because they are all coming out together because Catrice is like a sister brand to Essence. So there's the Catrice Disney villains inspired eyeshadow palette. There's the Queen of Hearts, Cruella, and Maleficent. They're €14.99 each. The highlighter palettes, they're €10.99 each. The Max It Volume and Length Mascara, €4.99, and that's the Cruella version. There's a satin collagen lipstick in Cruella and Maleficent for €3.99 each. There's a liquid highlighter for Maleficent and Cruella, €4.99 each. There's a Maleficent face primer, €5.99. There's a hydrating fixing spray for Cruella, that's €4.99. There's nail polishes for Cruella, Queen of Hearts, and Maleficent. They're €3.49 each. There's a Catrice gel heating face mask for Cruella, Queen of Hearts, and Maleficent. They're €2.99 each. And then there's like a self-care essential thing for €24.99. Oh my god, there is so much stuff.
I like the brushes.
Yeah, they look pretty decent.
I feel like the one brushes like look face brush. It's like kind of slanted. It's really nice for foundation. I like the blushes. So pretty. The highlighter palettes, really nice.
Yeah.
The eyeshadow palettes are not bad either. Like, look how colorful they are.
And can I also say they make sense for who they're paired with? Like, I look at them and kind of go, I know exactly who this is for. Like the Cruella one is, oh my god, I was going to say spot on, and then I was like, no, that's a horrible pun, but I'm going to say it. The Cruella one is spot on.
It's like, really cool.
I think it's done really, really well.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's so affordable. And you know, like I feel like they've done way better job than like Revolution with their like collabs. Also, like the lashes look really nice also.
They do.
And I actually have one pair of Essence lashes, and they're really pretty and nice. So
all in all, I think this is done pretty bloody well, you know?
If I see this in store, I might pick something.
Yeah, I mean, I know like over here in our pennies, aka Primark, they stock Essence and Catrice. I can see a lot of people going in and picking this up.
Yeah, I feel like this is the type of thing that like you're not, maybe if you see it online, you will go and buy it. But if you see it in store and you're like, oh, that's nice. And because it's so affordable, you can just like chuck it in your like shopping cart and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this one.
I mean,
because
honestly,
that happens to me a lot with like Essence and Catrice when I'm like grocery shopping, and they're like in Finland. They're in one like this big like department store where we used to like sometimes go buy our food because they're like everything there. So then I like sometimes just go look at them, and then I'm like, oh, that's nice. Put it in my basket.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably do the same. If I see one or two of these, I'd be tempted. Like I definitely
like the two blushes look really nice.
They really do. And they're nice tones, like.
Yeah. I like it. I'm not mad. I
think it's done really, really well. And look, like I said, I'm all for the affordable makeup. The more options we have, the better. So, yeah, this is, I mean, this is so much better, in my opinion, than a ColourPop Disney collab.
Yeah. I feel like they could have maybe like condensed it a bit, but
Yeah.
it's so affordable. I'm not gonna bitch about
Yeah, do you know what? I'm feeling in a very generous mood at the moment. So I'm like, yeah, I'll let it be. Now, I don't know what you guys think of it yet because I've just put the poll up on my Instagram, but I'll put it down below as to what you guys think. I'd say it'll be fairly divided. You guys are usually very contentious. So we now have a sneak peek. Okay, this is the last thing we're talking about. I promise, guys. And this is Revolution.
Mm,
Can we get away from you, please? Revolution are doing Game of Thrones. Now, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
I have.
I know that everyone was like really upset with the last season, but this might be worse than the last season. Who knows? Anyways, this is what they've sneak peeked us, and they did come into my DMs when I like put this into my stories, and they were like, "It's an advent calendar. Why are you in my DMs?
What?
It's so weird." Yeah.
I was gonna say when I saw this picture, like, please tell me this is not an advent calendar.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm gonna get too mad if I look too close.
We have angered her.
How small can I make this on my screen? Revolution does not have that great of a track record with these very loved TV shows, movies, franchises.
Oh, like what they did with Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh.
So I feel like I'm just gonna like.
I will say though, the last one who did a collab with Game of Thrones was Urban Decay.
Oh yeah.
So already I feel begrudgingly like this is
Yeah,
better.
that one. I don't feel like they did really good.
No, they didn't.
I remember it was really expensive and it was some kind of pull-out thing.
And with the chair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then it was like it was like so shimmer heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently the staying power wasn't great. I mean, this is fine.
But I feel like, why is it an advent calendar? Like, well, maybe they're like, oh, winter's coming.
Oh.
Winter. Christmas.
Do you know what I think they're trying to do? Because House of Dragons is out now, and I reckon they're going to try and capitalize on that being back and relevant again. So
I feel like that's because the timing, it's just come out, House of Dragons.
And you know there are going to be some people out there who are going to panic, and they have a partner who happens to kind of like make
even have a little bit of a picture here. So what's inside it? Some like really ugly lashes, some like warm tone purpley neutral eyeshadow palette,
which can I say reminds me a little bit of the DC, you know, the Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it looks like they just packaged their like Batman or whatever it was.
Oh, they'd never do that.
Packaging. There's like couple of lippies, a mascara, nail polish. Yeah, that's what I can see, and like a red sponge. And is this gonna be like $80 fucking?
Oh, probably. Yeah. I mean, look, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't have the attention span really for these sorts of things.
I watched it. I haven't watched the last season yet. It's been out forever, but I have to like watch the whole thing from the start again now.
That's fair.
The thing when there's like new seasons, something, I usually have to start from the beginning, so I'm not so confused like what's going on.
That makes sense though. Yeah. I mean, it's not for me for many reasons, but when I put it to you guys, 12% of you loved it, 74% said not for me, and 14% said I like some of it. But guys, that's it. It was a massive week, lots and lots of stuff to chat about, and we did try to get through it in relatively quick time. But I do have my favorite comment, and this is from the lovely Alexis, who said, "If Tia can't, we're all fucked." Words to
I was like, it's Tina, and then I was like, who's Tina?
It's you. It's your alter ego.
Alter Ego Tina. And all the time when I'm like, who is she?
It's Tina.
Tina.
God damn it.
God damn it, Tina.
Anyways, guys, that is it. You know the drill. Tia has her own Patreon, all that sort of thing. All the information will be down in the description box. Follow us, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell for this video and all other videos. And do please share, because sharing is caring, except, of course, for STDs, in which case you just gotta wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.